I'm Clinton Griffiths. USDA is predicting farmers this year will plant a whopping 95.3 million acres of corn. However, with planting nationally ahead of schedule, the trade is expecting even more corn acres will be planted. Ag Day's Michelle Rook joins me. Michelle, do we have enough seed to plant all of these acres?
Well, Clinton, U.S. corn planting set at 24% done to start the week, which is 2 points ahead of normal, even with some of the rain delays we saw in parts of the Corn Belt. Now, the biggest advances have been in the Western Corn Belt, which has the trade talking about over 96 million acres of corn in USDA's June acreage report. But it does look like the seed industry has most of that seed in place.
When farmers get into the fields early in the spring, they have a tendency to plant more corn than their intentions in March. And with U.S. corn planting over a quarter done and an open forecast to start May, that could accelerate.
When we have these kind of normal crop years in terms of planting, we tend to basically add acres. It's a historical trend. So that additional acreage add would be 800,000 acres, pushing us over 96 million. That means that yield will become less important as we look at the heart of the summer growing period, that pollination period in June and July.
Those extra acres are likely to come from Western Corn Belt states like South Dakota, where corn planting was 23% done as of Monday, 16% ahead of normal. But Minnesota and North Dakota were both 5% ahead as well.
I'm worried those prevent plant acres will be down quite a bit this year. We average about 4.5 million usually every year. That could be as low as 1.5 million if this weather continues this way. And that just means more acres for corn and soybeans. But I'm afraid with today's economics, I think it's corn that gains those acres.
So is there enough corn in place to plant more than 5 million additional acres of corn than last year? One major seed company says with yield and profitability on corn looking better than soybeans through the winter, they prepared.
We're probably getting a little tight on maybe our top 2 or 3 products in the lineup, but fortunately we do have a full lineup of products, just going from our top 40 products across the U.S.
And even with some possible replant acres where it's been too wet in the Corn Belt, Walker says they're in good shape.
We still have some really good products available in the barn that for growers and feel really good about where we're at with the supply situation from that standpoint.
I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.